Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the DG podcast number 4. This week we have Amazina, Kato, RVB, and a guest Phantom. Okay, and of course myself, DG-JINXED. Anyways, so this week we're going to basically be talking about the pressing issue in the clan of how to expand the clan into what games and how suitable are those games, said games for the clan. So, as of now, I don't know who knows the most about the actual issue going on right now. Like, who can best explain it?
I guess I could give it a shot.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's not as complicated as everybody thinks, but it's not as simple as, oh, the clan will never die, let's ignore it and just live long and prosper or whatever.
Wait, before that,
Pretty much.
should we say a proper farewell to Hell because nobody noticed that he resigned?
I don't give a shit about Hell. Hell sucks. He's not leaving.
Okay, well, fine.
So yeah, pretty much all that happened was people are just leaving because DG's pretty much in a rut right now. It's pretty boring unless you're an active forum user. And people are just kind of getting sick of it. They're moving on with their lives, and they probably wouldn't leave even though they're moving on with their lives if it wasn't in a rut. So they're probably just using that as a big cover-up almost, pretty much. So like Suika and a bunch of other people. Don't even get me started on Ginny. I don't even want to.
That's a completely different story.
She just didn't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. DG itself, the changes that need to happen are simple, but they need full force effort. So things like a new ranking system, like if they were gonna, like they're planning on doing a new ranking system and merit and shit. So like say for a new game, like if we were gonna do League of Legends, which will probably be a likely one, I could go in there and help Exion figure out what's a proper way to use screenshots and whatnot and all that, and then go from there. So it's pretty much just all that needs to be done for that, really. It's just how to apply screenshots from other games, and then add maybe merit-based rankings, depending, because I'm not sure if that's a yes or no, whether or not they can end up doing that. And then pretty much people just need to recruit, because like up until now, like word of mouth just doesn't work as well anymore. Like I heard about DG through word of mouth, and I played in the servers a few times, but like that doesn't really work anymore, seeing as there's not really many people that play Halo outside of the Latino community anymore, like in CE and PC. And that's not even me trying to be like, oh, I hate Latin American. Like, no, it's just actually like Halo CE and PC have just been like dominated by the Latino scene for like a year or two now, and that's pretty evident, especially over in HPT forums. But yeah, there's just no real. It's not the same situation as DG was in maybe a year or two ago when I joined and all that. Like there's not as many members, forum activities dropped, event activities dropped, so people need to stop really just sitting around doing nothing and posting on forums and get in there and spread the word like, hey, join our forum or anything. Like I could easily, like once we get this ironed out at endgame PCR and League of Legends, I could easily just throw out like a link to DG forums and be like, hey, drop by our forums. Although I'd probably be pretty selective about it because people on this game are what's the word I'm looking for? Assholes?
Yeah.
And then the last thing would just be promotions and forum usage that would need to get changed around a little bit to fit the new ranking systems and games that are supported.
Yeah, I totally agree with what Kylo said, and yeah, if we do adopt new games, ranking systems need to be implemented specific to that game we decide to implement, and these are necessary steps if we want to like keep the community going, keep DG going. It's a necessary step. Well, but we do not need to rush these things. We need to sit down as a community and talk about what games we really need, what games are predominant amongst current members, what games are more suitable for our community. We need to establish all this and when we do, getting the actual expansion done will be a lot simpler.
Yeah, but we've already tried expanding beforehand into World of
No,
Tanks.
no. I was actually gonna talk. I was gonna talk about this for a brief second after our review is done. No, the
Okay, go
TF2
ahead.
expansion is just a really bad example of leadership
Expansion being
asking what
done.
game the members want to expand into, them not even taking it seriously, selecting a game, and then not supporting it. You can't really just choose a game for a Halo. Like, technically, it makes sense that a Halo community could expand into TF2, but when the members, like, it's because it's similar, but not really. But when the members just blindly select something because it's free to play and because somebody else supports it and plays it a lot, they're like, yeah, I'll give it a try. It's just not really gonna work. Like, you can't choose a game based off of what two people play. I don't know about World of Tanks. World of Tanks seems like a better idea. I don't know how that's going. I don't play the game. I don't really care for it, but that seems to be working much better than TF2 really ever did. That's probably because members actually play that game compared to TF2.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
just a very bad expansion overall. It's
Yeah,
not
what
leadership's
happened
fault.
was-
It
let me-
lies with the members.
Okay, so what happened was the leaders decided to expand into 2 games without actually consulting with the clan. So sadly, they made a good choice in theory. Would have been 2 good games that are extremely popular, Team Fortress and World of Tanks. But among the clan, it's actually not that popular played. We have more people playing Killing Floor, Left 4 Dead, and other games like that, Portals, Minecraft, and so on. If those games were the ones chosen for expansion, then maybe it would have been much more successful. That was one of the main problems. So this time around, what the leadership is doing is they're actually asking us which type of games. Besides that, there's not much else. This time around, what we nominated for now is Killing Floor, Dota 2, League of Legends, and finally there was another game. League of Legends, Killing Floor, Dota 2. I think that was about it. And Borderlands, the entire series. Those were the games that we nominated to be expanded into because we have a number of clan members that play in those, and those still happen to be fairly popular. But besides that, we also selected certain games that we didn't want to expand into, such as Call of Duty for its gamer crowd, and so on. Phantom happens to be a non-member of the DG clan, but he can give us like a view outside of the clan as to what they want out of the clan. So yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. In a sense, yeah, I was really watching your site about the clan and so. And the funny thing, there is also a Dutch clan with DG as initial or of name, and yeah, I really can't say. I don't really have critic or on your clan or such, so I really can talk about it. Um, although uh, something I really noticed something. It was you don't really have how do we say RPGs, MMO RPGs, and those are games, especially me, uh, who have a great community, but isn't really supported by clans and gangs and etc. So yeah.
I can actually touch on this considering I forefronted the Terra thing for a while. It wasn't really supported by leadership, but it was probably the closest thing to an actual game expansion without being supported by leadership. For about 2,
Terra.
3, 4 months, there was a period where I got me and about 10 other individuals to play Terra. I don't know if you know. I'm guessing you know what that is. It's a pretty big name MMO right now. It's free to play. And slowly but surely, they just kind of all quit except maybe 2 of us. And that one person kind of just alienated themselves and eventually resigned from DG. They still post around though. And I mean, it's not that the MMO thing is bad, but it's just that like it doesn't appeal as well as like a free to play like FPS as well as an RPG because the like Halo community of ours Like people aren't. I don't want to say people are stupid, but I don't want to say people are like their tastes aren't like as wide as say mine, where I play like a MOBA, I like MMORPGs, I like first-person shooters, I like pretty much everything. But some people are pretty picky about their tastes, so you don't really. So people won't really be like up in arms
User
to try and
entered your
support
channel.
something like Terra when you compare it to like TF2, which is
User
probably why they
disconnected from your
chose
channel.
TF2 over anything like Terra.
Now, I really think it's sad. It's really just a big genre, and I really think it should be supported more.
Oh, I agree.
In gangs and clans.
But I also think there needs to be a actual good free-to-play MMO, in my opinion, because a lot of them are very grind intensive and dependent, and that grind is also pretty intensive and dependent on whether or not you spend money on the game. Like I had spent a lot of money on Terra just to get level 60 without having to spend 6 months at it. So it depends on the MMO itself. A lot of them excel in one degree, and then a lot of them suck in like every other possible area.
Yeah, true.
Say Perfect World Games, for example. Like it seems
Like
fun
for
at
instance,
first.
like there's like some people who like prefer like only first-person shooters, Halo, Call of Duty, and so on. Like for instance, Amazina, he prefers first-person shooters. I prefer racing games personally. I
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, I'm quite fond of first-person shooters such as was it? I quite like the Call of Duty series, but to be honest, I prefer the more open world ones. Far Cry and that.
Okay,
work.
and yeah, well, like Kaido said, yeah, MMOs, we need to take those into consideration. But here's one thing we really need, like, uh, we need to pay attention when choosing our games, because let's look why Halo was such a successful game. It's you're able to run Halo on basically any PC today. And I mean any goddamn PC there is, you can run Halo on it.
Almost every PC today could run it
yeah.
at least 20 FPS.
Yeah. So yeah, we gotta take into consideration the game requirements, and we just can't pick like a very hardware demanding game. We can't just say,
PlanetSide.
yeah. A PlanetSide is really, really good. I mean, I would love for our community to expand there. I haven't played the game much. It's good. It's good, but you just can't expect people to have like,
Gaming
$1,000
console.
machine. Yeah. You just can't demand that from people. You know.
Um,
What I would like to see DG expand into, well, I'd like to see Killing Floor. Why Killing Floor? It's running on a real tournament to 2004 engine, and yeah, that just says it all. I mean, it's a really tuned up engine. It's able to run on low spec rigs, so we've got that aspect covered. We can mod the hell out of servers. We can add mods, we can add skins, we can add custom weapons, we can add anything we want to a server and make it the way we want it. And we gotta take this into consideration. We gotta take modding capabilities of that game. We gotta take um what specific correct characteristics the game has. Like, we could pick Borderlands per se, but I'm not sure it has the coverage we need. Whereas Killing Floor, well, Tripwire organizes all these special events during summer, during autumn, during
Winter.
during the holiday season. The community is there. There's players. There's players all around. So yeah. And there's a spike in activity during those events that Tripwire organizes for free. So yeah. Okay, Sam, you wanna add something?
Well, I was just thinking on kind of that point that what was it? I think some people were floating the idea that we'd expand to like one main game, and then maybe have a few more around that, a bit like what we used to have with Halo. And I'm not sure if, with all these points that have just been made, if that was what people were saying should happen or not, or if it should be
I can
just
say for a fact, no.
to incorporate lots of different
Yeah,
games.
the plan was actually specific plan was to find 5 games, main games to expand into, out of which a couple of them would be used for ranking up. The other ones would be for leisure playing. So, for example, Killing Floor was actually nominated for more like a leisure play than actual what do you say, for ranking up and competitive playing of the game. Only because it's apparently
I agree.
easier
That
to
should be
get
that
higher
kind of game
screenshots in there.
because there's like you look at a game like League of Legends with which a couple or maybe a handful of us play in the DG community, and there's actual competitive play. There is many different game types and whatnot, and there's different variables that go into each game that lasts like 40 minutes or so. Then you look at something like Killing Floor that's just really all about like I don't know what to call it, like a
Mode
massacre
survival.
fest and just killing AI over and over again, and it's not really. I don't really think there could be
It's
a
a
competitive
zombie
level for a
game.
game that just involves surviving and spamming your gun.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that's easy. I'm saying I get owned on fucking what is it, Nightmare? I don't even know. I haven't played in months, but like I don't think it should be wrapped up in the same realm as a competitive game.
Yeah, I see your point, and yeah, we do have to look at that side of the coin as well. And yeah, Killing Floor, yeah, not very competitive, not very suitable if we yeah.
It's a bit of a relaxed game, to be honest, because it's just a horde mode survival. Just find a good space to camp out and let them. So yeah. Also, I'm not sure about community-wise because DG is a friendly community. They said we've got like everyone. We have like smoke and so on for friends. Anyways, so yeah. What we're looking for is not just expanding into the best games, like Xander pointed out on the forums that we should just go to Xfire, look at the top 5 games and expand into those. But 2 of those games I'm pretty sure are Call of Duty games, and we know what the Call of Duty gamer crowd is like. Anyone?
Well, it's not about like should we fear Call of Duty players? Nah, that's I'm pretty
I'm sure there's
sure.
some nice people out there
Yeah,
also, but
yeah,
the amount of bad people overlap that.
yeah. Totally agree. But the thing is, we have to we have to look at our current structure. We have to look at what people are playing in our community, and one good way to look at it is,
Yeah.
just take a look at that co-op list that Asmo made and judge just by that, just take a glance at it and see who plays what. And you'll see Killing Floor, you'll see Left 4 Dead 2, you'll see
Minecraft.
yeah, Minecraft. It's not my bloody cup of tea. Everyone knows it. I
could I,
fucking hate. Yeah,
I
Yeah, go
fucking
ahead.
love Cobblestone. It's so creative.
Could I add something about the community of Call of Duty?
Go for it.
I played Call of Duty on my, I think it was PlayStation 3 back in the day. But I really dislike the community about Call of Duty. It's right that they are trying to not insult you, but it's really competitive, and it's really annoying to see someone lose and try to insult you on a way like your mother is so fat, and that is really
Your mother's so boring. RVB would rather play Minecraft than. It's like, I don't know.
but Minecraft is like occupied by 13-year-olds, so that's also not really fun to play online. I really think.
Yeah, well, speaking of Minecraft, you all know I hate it. And not because, well,
I'd like to point out
again,
that
it's
was
a
another
leisure
game that we were
game.
planning to expand into officially.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad that didn't happen. The thing is, it's got the same issues, problems as Killing Floor. It doesn't really have a competitive side. I mean, what's there to be competitive about? Look at me. I grabbed a bunch of coal. I got more coal than you, bitch. Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah, it's good to have. I mean, the thing we're lacking as a clan right now, like Kaito said, is activity. I mean, it's one thing to have like a ranking system for Halo. Okay, keep that. Halo's still going. At It's dying, but it's still struggling. It's still there.
It doesn't want to die.
Yeah, yeah. It's a stubborn asshole. The thing is, we need to bring some joy into being in DG. I mean, back in my day, we had events, we had regular events, we had regular meetings, we had play dates, we had stuff like that to keep our members engaged. There's nothing really fancy, just us going online for an hour or so and just playing the shit out of Halo. We could do the same thing for uh, uh I don't know. We could do the same thing for any game we choose. Like it doesn't need to be
But the
competitive.
problem
It
with the
doesn't
game that
need.
we choose, it should be like we have to have a majority of players willing to play the game. Look at Team Fortress 2. It's a free-to-play game. It runs fairly well. The main
And the
problem
majority
was
of people chose that game and they didn't play it. So I don't
Exactly.
think you can hold that standard very high in DG's books when we've been using that this entire time to choose expansions and people just let everybody else down.
Yeah, that's one
I
of the main
agree.
problems.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, what we need to do though is like find games that people already play and expand into those. Like if we can group everyone together in terms of the games that they play and look for the biggest groups, if we expand into those, it'd be much easier. And people would be much more willing to play those games.
yeah, I agree. And the thing with Team Fortress, well,
I think like
it
only
was
3 people willingly play that anymore.
yeah, that's
Suikia
the
about is one of them.
problem. Yeah, that was the whole problem with the game. Okay, it was a good choice. It was, yeah, but still, it it just didn't have like, I know one of the members on the forum said it. It just didn't have enough oomph. It just didn't have enough. Yeah, it didn't have enough backing from everyone. If we're gonna expand into a game, might as well play it. And not a lot of people did that.
Yeah,
We have the co-op list, we have the multiplayer list. What I'm suggesting is not
hosting events.
just just hosting events, just uh, bring some activity to the clan, just get people together, get people playing together, and we'll see what's successful that way. If we organize Left 4 Dead 2 events, if we organize Killing Floor events, if we organize Minecraft events, although it pains me to say it, if we
Last time we tried to
organize
do a
mine.
Minecraft event, I'm pretty sure Will Rock and a certain Romanian were abusing admin privileges and teleporting me everywhere.
Okay, it's not me. I'm not gonna. If I were to teleport you, I'd teleport you straight to hell. So yeah.
It's pretty close.
Hmm. Uh, well,
I
we
agree
need
completely.
to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree completely with organizing events. Um, Here in the Netherlands, we had a kind of tribe. You weren't supposed to assign for the tribe, but you could always end up playing in an event, and they were immense popular. We almost always had our server full or something like that. Events are just a great way to pump activity in a clan or gang, I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And let's take it slow. Um, let's organize events. That's why I came back. I'm gonna work with ET.
That
I'm gonna
reminds
work
me,
with everyone.
RVB's joined DG again. So, we should celebrate. Bring out the champagne.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Hooray for me, bitches.
Alright, no, we should get drunk.
No
Yeah,
no more return keys and posts. All dots.
Mhm.
My body's ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just organize events. Let's just get stuff done first, and we'll see
Yeah.
what's popular and what isn't, and then we'll be able to make our decisions and expand into the games we need to expand
Out of
into.
curiosity, do any of you guys ever see a day when we, as DG Clan, will have to drop Halo from our game list since it lacks popularity?
I don't think you'll ever have to drop it, but I don't like DG Halo itself hasn't been discussed or been a controversy in DG since like fucking Vash got banned from DG for aimbotting. Like that should put it in perspective. It's been almost a year since Halo has even been relevant in DG through discussion. That doesn't mean events. Like we've tried the Halo events, they usually don't work. But I
Well,
mean,
that's
like Halo
because
isn't
the
really
good ones were held by RVB.
Halo isn't relevant anymore, really.
Yeah, well, the thing with organizing events, I try to do them all by myself, and it's hard. And it's hard as shit because, well, you gotta bring all these people who live in different time zones. You gotta bring them online at the same freaking time, and
I
that
know your
takes
mystery.
planning. Yeah, that takes planning. That takes a lot of organizing, and above all, it takes a lot of persuasion. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yep.
if back in my day when I told someone to be online, they were fucking online because if not, well, I'm gonna fucking rip their asshole all over the
That's
place.
because everyone's scared of you.
And for a good reason. You know? Thing is, stuff got done. And we
Not
need
out of
that.
willingness, but out of fear. There's the difference.
Yes, out of fear, they had fun. Now shut the fuck up and play that game. That's how shit rolled in my day.
Out of curiosity,
And
RVB, are you ever going to host a Minecraft event?
oh fuck no.
You should
He will.
absolutely do Hunger
One day
Games.
he will.
I'm pretty sure people are gonna say,
Yes.
just to piss me off, can you please organize an event for us?
No, RVB. The
Um,
thing is, Minecraft does have like games when you have to kill each other, like the Hunger Games and Skyblocks. Both events are like mini games in Minecraft where it's
Minecraft
you know
sucks.
the Hunger Games, right?
yeah, you just mentioned.
No, I mean, do you know what
You
the Hunger
made
Games
two
are, like the
mistakes.
book?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You made two
Skyblocks is
mistakes.
a version like that. Go on.
You made two mistakes when you said. First off, you mentioned Minecraft. That's mistake number one, and mistake number two is mentioning Hunger Games. No, no, no. Nuh-uh. New. Denied.
Fine, I'll
And the
host.
list goes on. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think we should do. Let's start by organizing stuff. I'm gonna work with ET. I mean, what's left of ET, and
I can speak for ET.
I'm
I
gonna
can
work.
tell you only Melvin is active.
Okay, so only that douchebag.
I'm active in a
He'll
completely
have.
different way.
He'll have to do. You hear me, Melvin? You'll have to do, motherfucker.
It's like he's organizing some sort of secret event.
Well, yeah, I'm organizing a fucking orgy.
He's organizing a Minecraft orgy.
Thing is, I'm gonna work with anyone who wants to do stuff. If anyone has an idea, bring it to me. We'll make it. I mean, if it's a good idea, if I think it's a good idea, and if it's a reasonable idea, we'll get it done. Like I mentioned in my reintroduction thread, whenever
Whenever you join the ET again.
well, let's take it, like I said, we're gonna take it slow. Baby steps. One step at a time.
So what do you say is
That's
the immediate steps that the clan should take?
immediate steps, events. Events, and more events.
So
Okay?
focus
doesn't-
on community, kind of like get the community together again.
Yeah, let's just get a lot of douchebags on a server together and start shooting each other. That's the basic idea of all of this. You know, just get people together, get them playing together, and
We should invite people
awesome
from other places, like for instance Phantom, who doesn't even have to be a clan member. We should make the events open, not just like inner clan.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, I appreciate that idea. I mean, I see the value in it, like getting people. I mean, I could call upon a few of my asshole friends to join up, but thing is, all of this is meant for us, for our community. You wanna have what we're offering? Join our community because it's worth it. That's why I've always insisted on our events being exactly that, our events.
And
Uh,
I want to agree with RVB. When you are making your event opens, you will get a lot of trolls who are serious about playing the game.
yeah, that too.
And yeah, I really back in my day we had the open events really regularly, and yeah, it went really horrible and with the community, and it really went downwards. And in the beginning, they were really fun. You had a lot of players that really wanted to play that game with you, but when the trolls were coming, it went really downwards, and yeah, you know what happening after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying, and that's the problem with having open events. You do not know who you're gonna end up playing with, and that's the thing with me. And well, that's why I hate MMOs, because sooner or later you're gonna end up playing with assholes.
No,
Uh,
I want to disagree
And in
with
Minecraft,
that.
playing with assholes comes soon.
Go ahead, Phantom. Go ahead, please.
I want to disagree with that, and because you can have some clan system in MMORPGs or something like that, and you can play with in your clan side, you know, and it can be fun.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah, totally
Wait,
agree.
guys, I have a doubt about like MMOs like League of Legends, Kato. Is it possible to make like a closed server in that, like a certain server where you need passwords?
No, but you can do custom games where it's invite only.
Okay, so it's
okay, so
possible
that-
for us to do events in MMOs like that, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. You have a game called Path of Exile, I believe, and you can add friends to your list, and then you can play on worlds together with your friends, and nobody can interrupt you with in that world. It's really awesome.
I think that was the general idea behind World of Tanks, was being able to do the same thing, but the problem was that nobody talked about World of Tanks like that. Like, we know that Wild Boy has his own clan in World of Tanks, but nobody joined it that I know of. I'm not part of it. Are any of you guys World of Tankers?
Not me, I've always been more like, I'm a Battlefield guy.
Bang bang.
I mean, yeah, I just like playing with a team, and like I said earlier, when you're playing with MMOs, you're gonna end up playing with douchebags sooner or later. And if I'm gonna play with douchebags, let them be douchebags that I know. Okay?
Yeah.
They're more predictable.
Welcome to the clan.
Yeah, and yeah. So Battlefield, it's a game where teamwork is number one. Teamwork is key, and
No teamwork and you're screwed.
well, we need to improve on that one. But yeah, World of Tanks, just I don't know, the gameplay to me is, well, you've got a bunch of tanks on a map, and you get to shoot each other, which is a really cool concept if you think about it. But I'm more like, if I want to play with a tank, I'm gonna, drive a tank. If I want to fly a heli, I'm gonna fly a heli. If I want to go on foot infantry, support my team that way, I want to have that opportunity. I want to have that available to me. Whereas World of Tank is just, well, you drive a tank,
And also
that's
you
it.
followed the term YOLO.
I want to slap you so hard.
Okay.
True
Yeah.
story though.
Moving
you only get
on,
one life
moving
in that game. After that, you're pretty much, you have to sit around and watch, or you get another tank and play a different game.
Oh yeah, that too. So, I mean, it's not gonna happen, but if we were gonna like expand into Battlefield, it's not gonna happen. Besides me and Apple, and actually no,
Oh my
not
god.
Apple. Who else plays Battlefield? Well, Sam did for a while before I kicked his ass. Who else? Who else? Another Aussie dude. I forgot his name. Sorry. So yeah, besides me, Sam, and a couple of other dudes, not a lot of people play Battlefield in our community. So
To be
Battlefield
fair,
is
Battlefield is
out.
one of those graphic requiring games.
Yeah, that too.
There
That
are only a
too,
handful of
and
people in the community with powerful enough machines for that.
mhm.
I'm sadly not one of them.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people in our clan that have laptops and use them for gaming. So yeah, that's why our future games are gonna have to be low on requirements. Yeah, we're
Either
gonna
that
look.
or the new recruits that we managed to somehow get have to have like semi-decent computers, so we can kind of expand our game list. So some low games, some high games.
Yeah,
So in the
that
future,
too.
we might have Battlefield.
If we can, yeah, that'll be great. The thing is, when I said on the forum, when I talked about getting multi-gaming events, I'm talking about doing a Left 4 Dead event, a Killing Floor event, another event at the same freaking time. We're not gonna be like stopped by the lack of players. If say just look at Battlefield, okay? If we are gonna have an event on Battlefield, we need 24 players, 16 players. An event on Halo, we need 16 players. It's not required, but if we're gonna have an event, might as well have a full server, right? And that's a lot of players. Whereas Left 4 Dead, you only need 4. Killing Floor, you only need 6. And if 4 people agree to play Left 4 Dead, fine. Get them
You have a full
online,
game.
play. Yeah, you have an event, and you can stream that event. You can make videos. You can do stuff. You can make let's plays.
I like to point out this is an excellent time for me to mention that 2 weeks from now the podcast will actually be a game. Like I'm planning like end of the year the podcast will actually take place in a game and I'll record the video from the game. I'm not sure exactly what as
we
of
could
now,
do
but
streaming on Twitch. We can do a lot of stuff.
it was more like a DG clan playthrough or something.
Yeah. So, like I said, doing events at the same time, big bonus. Because, like I said, the amount of members that need to be online for an event to run, it's not gonna be that big. So we can afford to have like a few members online willing to play. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on this issue. Sam, you haven't said a bloody word in a while. Mind joining
said it
in?
You don't want to know.
We've decided it's a tactical decision if I don't speak.
It is a very good decision if you don't speak.
Okay, you're a fucking asshole. Let's move on.
You don't have
Kaito,
any idea
you
how
there?
drunk he is.
Well, I do, but I just want to have some fun and hear him make a fool of himself.
No.
But
You should see the chat we're having right now. If you saw that.
Put it in the chat.
How? You do it.
Sakes.
Okay, I'll try.
Please upload this on the clan underneath funny chats. This would be gold. It literally is a chat of him getting drunker and drunker to the point when he wants to dance topless.
Okay, if I ever meet any of you assholes, I'm gonna bitch slap you so hard. I'm gonna fucking assholes. Anyway, moving on. Kaito, wanna say something?
Any last
Other
words?
than
Right now, the North American server for League of Legends is getting the EU West server treatment, and I'm kind of just like bump lagging around the map like I'm driving a warthog in League of Legends, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's I know what you're talking about, and that's pretty fucked up. And I hate lag with a passion, because
I love it,
just
especially when it's not my
mother.
fault and it's just the servers and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. It's like, look at me, I'm warping all over the fucking place. But yeah, anyone else? Closing words?
I have something.
Not much.
I was scrolling through your list and I noticed a lot of shooters and MMO. No, not even MMO RPGs, but things like Minecraft and League of Legends, things like that. And I noticed there aren't very much real-time strategy games like Age of Empires and games like that. Those also having great community. Is that maybe an option for your clan?
Wow, that's actually a very, very good point, and I personally haven't
Yeah,
even
that will be
considered
taken to note.
RTS.
I'd like to point out this podcast is going to be submitted straight to Exxon.
Yeah, that's something to have a debate on. Should we consider RTS games? Because,
Taco Guy is
well,
going to start a debate thing in TeamSpeak, so you guys can do it there.
So yeah, RTS. Can we consider some of those games? Uh, yeah, yeah. That's a very, very good point, Facts Phantom.
I really would, yeah, I would really consider and debate on it, because it's really a growing community, especially Age of Empires, because the new release of Age of Empires 2 HD edition, it's like booming out of the ground, and it's like YouTube is full of Age of Empires fits. So it's I really thought it was stupid that you don't have games like that. Um,
It
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
leader's fault.
Yeah, let's all blame it on Wild.
No, let's blame it on
yeah.
Hell. He's gone.
Yeah, but yeah.
He was actually one of
Hell,
the
you
original
fucking
leaders.
suck. Hold on, you're interrupting. Please don't interrupt me when I say bad things to Hell.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
We break his flow.
Probably not. But anyway, just any closing words?
Yeah, we
think
should probably
we-
wrap it up now.
But well, I'm gonna do closing up if anyone doesn't mind.
Now, please listen to RVB sing Christmas carols to close this podcast.
Okay, listen up, scrubs. Things are about to change. Things are about to change for the better, and we as a community need to help each other to do all of this if we are to survive, if we are to exist as a gaming clan, as a community. We need to start doing shit. So, my point is, get your asses in gear. With that said, boys, I'll see you on the next podcast.
Okay, then. I guess this wraps this up.
You're all awful.
Likewise.
See you guys around.
You didn't even say shit during this. Anyways, yeah, thanks, bye.
Bye.
I hate you all.